Hello everyone, so let us begin a new journey in the field of people and soft skills for professional and personal success. This covers communication, teamwork, presentations, and problem solving. It is suited for any career stage. So we will learn about this topic in this video. So let us move on to the first slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Foundations of soft skills. Soft skills are the personal attributes and interpersonal abilities that enable individuals to interact effectively and harmoniously with others in academic, professional, and social settings. Communication skills, the ability to clearly express ideas, actively listen and understand others through verbal, non-verbal and written communication. Emotional intelligence, the capacity to recognize, understand and manage one's own emotions while being empathetic towards others' emotions. So from this, we can understand that soft skills are the personal attributes and interpersonal abilities that enable individuals to interact effectively and harmoniously with others in academic, professional, and social settings. Unlike technical or hard skills, soft skills focus on behavior, communication, emotional awareness, and social interaction. In today's competitive and dynamic world, soft skills are considered essential for personal growth, career success, and organizational effectiveness. They help individuals build relationships, adapt or change, and work efficiently with others. One of the most important foundations of soft skills is communication skills. Communication skills refers to the ability to clearly express ideas, share information, and understand others through verbal, non-verbal, and written means. Effective communication involves not only speaking clearly but also active listening, which helps individuals understand different perspectives and respond appropriately. Good communication reduces misunderstandings, builds trust, and strengthens relationships in both personal and professional environments. In workplaces, strong communication skills improve teamwork, enhance coordination, and support better decision making. In academic and social settings, they help individuals express thoughts confidently and engage positively with others. Another key foundation of soft skills is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the capacity to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions while being empathetic toward the emotions of others. It includes self-awareness, self-control, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Individuals with high emotional intelligence are better able to handle stress, remain calm in difficult situations, and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy relationships, resolving conflicts, and creating a positive work environment. Leaders with strong emotional intelligence can motivate teams, manage conflicts effectively, and inspire trust and loyalty among employees. Soft skills also contribute significantly to teamwork and collaboration. When individuals communicate effectively and understand emotions, they are more capable of working cooperatively with others. These skills promote mutual respect, openness to feedback, and appreciation of diverse viewpoints. As a result, teams become more productive, creative, and goal-oriented. In addition, soft skills support adaptability and personal development. In a rapidly changing world, individuals must be flexible and open to learning. Soft skills such as communication and emotional intelligence help individuals adjust to new situations, manage change, and build resilience. They also improve confidence, self-discipline, and professionalism, which are essential for long-term success. In conclusion, the foundations of soft skills lie in effective communication and emotional intelligence. These skills enable individuals to interact positively, manage emotions wisely, and build strong interpersonal relationships. Developing strong skills not only enhances professional performance but also contributes to personal well-being and social harmony. Therefore, cultivating soft skills is essential for achieving success in all areas of life. So this is all that can be said from this slide. Now we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Effective communication. Effective communication is the ability to clearly convey ideas, thoughts, and information while actively listening and understanding others, ensuring mutual understanding and positive interaction. Key elements of effective communication: clear expression of ideas using simple and appropriate language, active listening with full attention and proper feedback, confidence in speaking with appropriate tone and clarity, non-verbal communication such as body language, eye contact, and gestures, Empathy and respect towards others' opinions and feelings, clarity and correctness in written communication. So, from this, we can understand that effective communication is the ability to clearly convey ideas, thoughts, and emotions along with information while actively listening and understanding others to ensure mutual understanding and positive interaction. It plays a vital role in personal, academic, and professional life as it helps build strong relationships, avoid misunderstandings, and achieve desired outcomes. Effective communication is not limited to speaking alone. It also involves listening, observing nonverbal cues, and responding appropriately. One of the key elements of effective communication is clear expression of ideas. Communicating clearly requires the use of simple, precise, and appropriate language that the receiver can easily understand. When messages are structured logically and delivered with clarity, confusion is reduced and the intended meaning is accurately conveyed. Clear expression is especially important in workplace and academic settings where instructions, decisions, and ideas must be understood clearly. Active listening is another essential element of effective communication. It involves giving full attention to the speaker, understanding the message, and providing suitable feedback. Active listening shows respect and interest in others' views, which strengthens relationships and trust. By listening carefully, individuals can respond more thoughtfully and avoid misinterpretation. This skill is crucial in teamwork, leadership, and conflict resolution. Confidence in speaking also contributes significantly to effective communication. Speaking with confidence, appropriate tone, and clear voice helps convey credibility and assurance. Confidence allows individuals to express their thoughts without hesitation and engage audiences effectively. However, confidence should be balanced with humility and openness to others' ideas to maintain positive interaction. Non-verbal communication plays an equally important role in effective communication. Body language, facial expressions, eye contact, and gestures often communicate emotions and attitudes more strongly than words. Positive nonverbal cues such as maintaining eye contact, nodding, and open postures support verbal messages and create a sense of trust and attentiveness. In contrast, poor body language can create misunderstandings even when the words are clear. Empathy and respect are also key components of effective communication. Being empathetic means understanding others' feelings and viewpoints and responding with sensitivity. Respecting different opinions, cultures, and perspectives encourages open dialogue and reduces conflict. Empathetic communication helps build strong interpersonal relationships and foster a supportive environment. Lastly, clarity and correctness in written communication are essential in today's digital world. Well-written messages, emails, and reports ensure accurate information sharing and prevent confusion. Poor grammar, structure, and tone improve professionalism and effectiveness. In conclusion, effective communication combines clear expression, active listening, confidence, non-verbal awareness, empathy, and strong written skills. Developing these elements enhances understanding, cooperation, and success in all areas of life. So, this is all that can be said from this slide. Now, we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Presentation skills. Presentation skills refer to the ability to effectively communicate ideas, information, or message to an audience in a clear, confident, and engaging manner. Key elements of presentation skills: clear organization of content with a strong introduction, body, and conclusion. Confident delivery using appropriate tone, pace, and volume. Effective use of body language, eye contact, and facial expressions. Proper use of visual aids such as slides, charts, or images. Audience engagement through interaction and clarity. Good time management to cover all points within the given duration. So from this, we can understand that presentation skills refer to the ability to effectively communicate ideas, information, or messages to an audience in a clear, confident, and engaging manner. These skills are essential in academic, professional, and social settings as presentations are often used to share knowledge, persuade others, and express viewpoints. Strong presentation skills help individuals convey their message clearly, maintain audience interest, and leave a positive impression. One of the most important elements of presentation skills is clear organization of content. A well-structured presentation includes a strong introduction, a logical body, and a clear conclusion. The introduction sets the context and outlines the purpose of the presentation. The body presents key ideas in an organized manner, and the conclusion summarizes the main points. Proper organization helps the audience follow the message easily and improves understanding. Confident delivery is another key aspect of effective presentation skills. Confidence is reflected through appropriate tone, pace, and volume of speech. Speaking too fast, too softly, or without variation can reduce interest of the audience. A confident speaker maintains steady pace, clear pronunciation, and suitable voice modulation to emphasize important points. Confidence also helps the presenter manage nervousness and respond calmly to questions and interruptions. Body language and nonverbal communication play a significant role in presentations. Eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, and postures convey confidence and engagement. Maintaining eye contact helps build a connection with the audience, while positive facial expressions and natural gestures support verbal communication. Poor body language, such as avoiding eye contact or standing stiffly, can distract the audience and weaken the message. The effective use of visual aids is another essential component of presentation skills. Visual aids such as slides, charts, images, and graphs help explain complex information, highlight key points, and maintain audience interest. However, visual aids should be simple, clear, and relevant. Overloading slides with excessive text or visuals can confuse the audience and reduce the impact of the presentation. Audience engagement is also a crucial element of successful presentations. Engaging the audience through questions, examples, or brief interactions keeps them interested and attentive. Understanding the audience's needs and adjusting the presentation style accordingly helps ensure clarity and relevance. When the audience feels involved, communication becomes more effective. Time management is equally important in presentation skills. Presenters must plan their content carefully to cover all key points within the given time. Proper time management reflects professionalism and ensures that the presentation remains focused and well-paced. In conclusion, presentation skills involve clear organization, confident delivery, effective body language, appropriate use of visual aids, audience engagement, and good time management. Developing these skills enhances communication effectiveness and contributes to academic success, professional growth, and personal confidence. So this is all that can be said from this slide. Now we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Teamwork and collaboration. Teamwork and collaboration refer to the ability of individuals to work together effectively by sharing ideas, responsibilities, and efforts to achieve common goals. Key elements of teamwork and collaboration: open and clear communication among team members, mutual trust, respect, and understanding, active participation and equal contribution, willingness to support and help others, constructive handling of conflicts, shared accountability for results. So from this, we can understand that teamwork and collaboration refer to the ability of individuals to work together effectively by sharing ideas, responsibilities, and efforts to achieve common goals. In today's academic and professional environments, teamwork is essential because most tasks require collective effort rather than individual work. Effective teamwork promotes unity, improves performance, and helps organizations and groups achieve success efficiently. One of the most important elements of teamwork and collaboration is open and clear communication among team members. Communication allows individuals to share ideas, clarify expectations, and provide feedback. When communication is transparent, misunderstandings are reduced and coordination improves. Team members who communicate openly feel comfortable expressing their opinions, which leads to better problem solving and decision making. Mutual trust, respect, and understanding form the foundation of strong teamwork. Trust enables team members to rely on one another and work confidently without fear of blame or criticism. Respect for diverse opinions, skills, and backgrounds creates a positive team environment. When team members understand each other's strengths and limitations, they can allocate tasks more effectively and support one another when needed. Active participation and equal contribution are also key aspects of successful teamwork. Every team member should be encouraged to participate actively and contribute their ideas and skills. Equal contribution ensures that workload is shared fairly and prevents frustration caused by unequal effort. When individuals feel that their contributions are valued, their motivation and commitment to the team increase. So this is all that can be said from this slide. Now we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Emotional intelligence and empathy. Emotional intelligence and empathy are essential soft skills that play a crucial role in personal, academic, and professional life. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, manage, and use one's own emotions effectively, while empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Together, these skills help individuals build strong relationships, communicate effectively, and handle social situations with sensitivity and understanding. Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize one's own emotions and understand how they influence thoughts and behavior. Self-aware individuals are better able to identify their strengths, weaknesses, and emotional triggers. This awareness helps them correspond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively in stressful or challenging situations. Self-awareness is especially important in professional environments where emotional control is necessary for effective decision making. So from this, we can understand that emotional intelligence and empathy are vital soft skills that significantly influence personal growth, academic success, and professional effectiveness. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, manage, and use one's own emotions in a positive and constructive way, while empathy is the capacity to understand and share the feelings of others. Together, these skills enable individuals to build meaningful relationships, communicate clearly, manage conflicts, and create a supportive and productive environment in both personal and professional settings. Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize one's own emotions and understand how they affect thoughts, behavior, and decision making. Self-aware individuals can identify their emotions, emotional strengths, weaknesses, and triggers, allowing them to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. This is particularly important in professional environments where emotional control supports sound judgment, ethical behavior, and effective leadership. Self-awareness also helps individuals accept feedback positively and work on self-improvement. Another key component of emotional intelligence is self-regulation, which involves managing emotions in healthy ways. Individuals with strong self-regulation can control stress, remain calm under pressure, and adapt to changing circumstances. Instead of being overwhelmed by anger, frustration, or anxiety, they channel emotions constructively to solve problems. This skill is essential for maintaining professionalism, especially during conflicts, tight deadlines, or high-pressure situations. Motivation is also an important element of emotional intelligence. Emotionally intelligent individuals are driven by internal goals such as personal growth, achievement, and a sense of purpose rather than external rewards alone. They remain optimistic, persistent, and focused even in the face of setbacks. This positive attitude enhances productivity, resilience, and long-term success. Empathy complements emotional intelligence by focusing on understanding others' emotions and perspectives. An empathetic individual can sense what others are feeling, respect diverse viewpoints, and respond with compassion. Empathy strengthens communication by reducing misunderstandings and fostering trust. In academic and professional environments, it helps individuals work effectively in teams, support colleagues, and manage interpersonal conflicts with sensitivity. Empathy also plays a crucial role in leadership and collaboration. Leaders who demonstrate empathy can inspire and motivate their teams as employees feel valued and understood. This leads to higher morale, better cooperation, and improved performance. Empathy encourages inclusive behavior and helps create a positive workplace culture, while individuals feel safe expressing ideas and concerns. In conclusion, emotional intelligence and empathy together form the foundations of strong interpersonal skills. Emotional intelligence helps individuals understand and manage their own emotions, while empathy allows them to connect with and support others. These skills enhance communication, decision making, leadership, and overall well-being. In a rapidly changing and people-centered world, developing emotional intelligence and empathy is essential for personal satisfaction and professional success. So this is all that can be said from this slide. Now we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Problem solving and critical thinking. Problem solving and critical thinking are essential skills that enable individuals to analyze situations, make informed decisions, and find effective solutions to challenges. These skills are important in academic, professional, and everyday life as they help individuals deal with complex situations logically and confidently. Together, problem solving and critical thinking support better judgment, creativity, and adaptability. So, from this, we can understand that problem solving and critical thinking are essential cognitive skills that help individuals understand situations, evaluate information, and make effective decisions. These skills are important in academic learning, professional work environments, and everyday life as they enable individuals to handle challenges logically, confidently, and creatively. Together, problem solving and critical thinking contribute to better judgment, adaptability, and long-term success. Critical thinking refers to the ability to analyze information objectively, question assumptions, and evaluate facts before forming conclusions. It involves careful observation, logical reasoning, and the ability to distinguish between relevant and irrelevant information. Critical thinkers do not accept information at face value. Instead, they examine evidence, identify biases, and consider multiple perspectives. This skill is especially valuable in academic and professional settings where individuals are required to interpret data, assess arguments, and make well-informed decisions. Critical thinking also encourages independent thinking and sound judgment. By evaluating different options and predicting possible outcomes, individuals can avoid errors and make rational choices. It helps in recognizing problems early and understanding their root causes, which is essential for finding effective solutions. In a fast-paced world, critical thinking allows individuals to adapt by reassessing strategies and adjusting their approach when necessary. Problem solving, on the other hand, focuses on applying critical thinking to identify solutions to specific challenges. It involves recognizing a problem, analyzing its nature, generating possible solutions, evaluating alternatives, and implementing the most suitable option. Effective problem solving requires creativity, logical reasoning, and decision making skills. Individuals who are good problem solvers can break complex issues into smaller, manageable parts and address them systematically. Problem solving is crucial in professional environments where unexpected challenges frequently arise. Employees and leaders are often required to resolve conflicts, improve processes, or meet goals under constraints such as time and resources. Strong problem-solving skills enable individuals to remain calm under pressure, think strategically, and find practical solutions. These skills also promote innovation as creative thinking often leads to improved methods and new ideas. Together, problem solving and critical thinking enhance adaptability and confidence. Individuals who possess these skills are better prepared to handle uncertainty and change as they analyze situations and respond effectively rather than feeling overwhelmed. These skills also improve communication as individuals can clearly explain their reasoning and justify their decisions. In everyday life, problem solving and critical thinking help individuals make informed choices, manage responsibilities, and overcome personal challenges. From managing finances to resolving interpersonal issues, these skills support balanced and thoughtful decision making. In conclusion, problem solving and critical thinking are closely connected skills that play a vital role in personal, academic, and professional development. Critical thinking helps individuals analyze and evaluate situations, while problem solving enables them to apply that analysis to find effective solutions. Together, they promote logical thinking, creativity, resilience, and sound decision making, making them essential skills for success in a complex and dynamic world. So, this is all that can be said from this slide. Now, we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Influence and negotiation. Influence and negotiation are important interpersonal and professional skills that help individuals communicate effectively, persuade others, and reach mutually beneficial agreements. These skills are widely used in workplaces, leadership roles, teamwork, and everyday interactions, while influence focuses on guiding or shaping others' thoughts and actions. Negotiation involves discussion and compromise to resolve differences and achieve common goals. Influence refers to the ability to affect others' opinions, decisions, or behaviors in a positive and ethical manner. It does not rely on authority or force but on communication, credibility, trust, and persuasion. Individuals who are influential communicate clearly, listen actively, and present their ideas confidently. They understand others' needs and motivations and adapt their approach accordingly. Influence is especially important for leaders, managers, and team members who need to motivate others, gain support for ideas, and encourage cooperation. So, from this, we can understand that influence and negotiation are essential interpersonal and professional skills that enable individuals to communicate effectively, persuade others, and reach mutually beneficial outcomes. These skills are widely used in workplaces, leadership roles, teamwork, and everyday interactions. While influence focuses on shaping on or guiding others' thoughts, attitudes, and actions, negotiation involves discussion, compromise, and agreement to resolve differences and achieve shared goals. Together, they play a vital role in building relationships, managing conflicts, and ensuring cooperation. Influence refers to the ability to affect others' opinions, decisions, or behaviors in a positive and ethical manner. It does not depend on authority, power, or force, but rather on trust, credibility, communication, and persuasion. Influential individuals communicate their ideas clearly and confidently while also listening actively to others. They understand the needs, interests, and motivations of people around them and adapt their approach accordingly. This makes others more receptive to their ideas and viewpoints. In professional settings, influence is especially important for leaders, managers, and team members. Leaders use influence to inspire and motivate employees, encourage commitment, and guide teams towards organizational goals. Managers rely on influence to gain support for decisions, implement change, and resolve conflicts. Even team members use influence when sharing ideas, collaborating on projects, or persuading colleagues to adapt better methods. Ethical influence builds trust and long-term cooperation rather than resistance or resentment. Negotiation, on the other hand, is the process of discussion between two or more parties with differing views or interests aimed at reaching an agreement. A negotiation involves listening, understanding perspectives, presenting one's position, and making compromises when necessary. The goal of negotiation is not to defeat the other party, but to find a solution that benefits all sides as much as possible. Effective negotiation requires patience, communication skills, emotional intelligence, and problem solving ability. Negotiation is commonly used in professional environments for salary discussions, project deadlines, resource allocation, contracts, and conflict resolution. In everyday life, people negotiate when making group decisions, resolving disagreements, or balancing personal and professional responsibilities. Successful negotiators remain calm, respectful, and focused on the issue rather than the emotions or personal differences. They aim for win-win outcomes where all parties feel satisfied with the result. Influence and negotiation are closely connected skills. Influence helps individuals persuade others and create a positive atmosphere for negotiation, while negotiation provides a structured way to resolve differences and reach agreements. Strong communication, empathy, and critical thinking enhance both skills where used ethically. Influence and negotiation promote trust, collaboration, and long-term relationships. In conclusion, influence and negotiation are powerful skills that support effective communication, leadership, and cooperation. Influence enables individuals to guide others through trust and persuasion, while negotiations helps resolve differences through discussions and compromise. Together, these skills enhance professional success, improve relationships, and enable individuals to navigate complex social and workplace situations with confidence and fairness. So this is all that can be said from this slide. Now we'll move on to the next slide. We'll first read the slide and then explain. Personal branding and career growth. Personal branding and career growth are closely connected concepts that play a significant role in professional success in today's competitive world. Personal branding refers to the process of creating and promoting a positive and consistent image of oneself based on skills, values, strengths, and professional behavior. Career growth, on the other hand, involves continuous development, advancement, and progress in one's professional life. Together, personal branding and career growth help individuals stand out, build credibility, and achieve long term success. Personal branding begins with self awareness. Individuals must understand their skills, interests, values, and career goals. This self knowledge helps in presenting a clear and authentic professional identity. Personal branding is reflected through communication style, work ethics, online presence, and interactions with others. Maintaining professionalism, reliability, and consistency in behavior helps create a strong personal brand that others can trust and respect. So, from this, we can understand that personal branding and career growth are closely interconnected concepts that play a crucial role in achieving professional success in today's competitive and dynamic work environment. Personal branding refers to the process of creating, developing, and communicating a positive and consistent image of oneself based on individual skills, values, strengths, and professional behavior. Career growth, on the other hand, involves continuous learning, advancement, and progress in one's professional journey. Together, personal branding and career growth help individuals stand out, build credibility, and achieve long term professional goals. Personal branding begins with self awareness, as individuals must clearly understand their skills, interests, values, and career aspirations. This self knowledge allows them to define what they want to be known for and how they wish to be perceived by others. When individuals are aware of their strengths and areas for improvement, they can position themselves effectively and work on developing relevant competencies. An authentic personal brand reflects true abilities and values rather than exaggerated claims, which help in building trust and reliability. A strong personal brand is expressed through consistent professional behavior and communication. This includes work ethics, attitude, problem solving approach, and the ability to collaborate with others. How individuals communicate in meetings, respond to challenges, and handle responsibilities shapes others' perception of them. In the digital age, online presence also plays a significant role in personal branding. Professional networking platforms, emails, and social media activity should align with one's career goals and values. Maintaining professionalism, clarity, and positivity across all platforms strengthens personal credibility. Personal branding directly supports career growth by increasing visibility and opportunities. When individuals establish a clear and positive reputation, they are more likely to gain recognition from colleagues, managers, and industry professionals. This recognition can lead to new responsibilities, promotions, leadership roles, or better job opportunities. Employers and organizations often look for individuals who not only have technical skills but also demonstrate confidence, reliability, and a strong professional ability. Career growth also depends on continuous learning and adaptability. Individuals must regularly update their skills, stay informed about industry trends, and be open to feedback. A strong personal brand includes a commitment to growth and improvement. By actively seeking learning opportunities, taking initiative, and showing willingness to adapt, individuals enhance both their competence and their professional image. Networking is another important link between personal branding and career growth. Building and maintaining professional relationships helps individuals share knowledge, gain mentorship, and explore new opportunities. Effective networking reinforces personal branding by showcasing communication skills, professionalism, and confidence. In conclusion, personal branding and career growth work together to shape long-term professional success. Personal branding helps individuals create a clear, trustworthy, and consistent professional identity, while career growth focuses on learning, advancements, and achievement. By developing self-awareness, maintaining professionalism, continuously learning, and building strong relationships, individuals can strengthen their personal brand and support sustained career growth in an increasingly competitive world. So this is all that can be said from this slide. Now we'll move on to the next slide. So as you can see that this is the Capstone project. The topic of the project is analyze a workplace case where poor communication caused failure. So I'm going to give you some hints on how to write the project. So first you'll start with the introduction. Begin by explaining the importance of communication in the workplace. Mention how effective communication supports teamwork, decision making and productivity, while poor communication can lead to misunderstandings and failure. Clearly state the purpose of the project, which is to analyze a workplace case where communication failure resulted in negative outcomes. Then you will go to the background of the case. Describe the organization and the workplace setting where the issue occurred. Explain the nature of the project, task or situation involved and identify the key people, teams or departments. This section should focus only on describing the situation without analysis. Then you will go to the identification of the communication problem. Clearly explain what went wrong in communication. Mention whether the issue involved unclear instructions, delayed information, lack of feedback, or misunderstanding between individuals or departments. Use specific examples to show how communication failed. Then you will move on to the causes of poor communication. Identify the main reasons for the communication breakdown. These may include lack of clarity, poor listening skills, assumptions, absence of feedback, cultural or language barriers, ineffective communication channels, or fear of speaking up. Link these causes to communication or soft skill concepts wherever possible. Impact and consequence is the next step, where we'll write about, explain how poor communication led to failure, discuss the outcomes such as project delays, financial loss, reduced productivity, employee dissatisfaction, conflict or damage to trust. Clearly show the connection between communication failure and the final result. Then we'll move on to the role of emotional intelligence and leadership. Analyze how lack of emotional intelligence, empathy or effective leadership contributed to the problem. Explain whether leaders failed to listen, provide clarity, manage emotions or support employees during the situation. Then you will move on to the lessons learned. Highlight the key lessons learned from the case. Explain what individuals or organizations could have done differently to avoid the failure. Then go on to the recommendations and solutions. Suggest practical solutions to prevent similar communication failures in the future. These may include improving communication channels, encouraging feedback, conducting regular meetings, promoting active listening, providing communication training, and practicing transparent leadership. Then, last but not the least, you'll write a conclusion where you'll summarize the case, main communication issues and key learnings. Reinforce the importance of effective communication for organizational success. Avoid introducing new points in this section. Now I'm going to give you some writing tips. Use clear and professional language. Maintain a logical flow between sections. Use headings and subheadings properly. Support your points with examples. Keep the tone analytical and objective. So that is all for this video. I hope this video was informative and helpful for you. So then please consider subscribing the channel for more such informative and helpful videos. Thank you.